Okay, now the time is to initialize our Vue.js, create our instances, our application. So I'm going to say that to first import the import create app, right? And then where from I'm going to import this from the Vue, right? So if you install the Vue, so it's available for you. Okay, and after that I want to import my component, right, which I created in the previous video, this app. So how I can import this? So simply type this import, and now I'm in the import. Let me name my component. I'm calling this app. You can call whatever, right, from, and then you need to mention your component. In the components directory we have app.vue, right, and you can name this whatever. So this will run this app. So if you click on this, and yes, we are successfully able to visit this app.vue. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to replace this again with the app because its one is more descriptive. Okay, and after this I want to now create the application, right? So just type this create app, right? And in the app I want to create app from this Vue.js component, and then we need to mount it somewhere, right? So I need to call the mount, concat this the mount, and where I want to mount, I want to mount in the app ID, right? So ID sample and then app, right? So I called this app, but I haven't created yet, right? So I'll create it in a minute. So now let's go to the view and just replace this welcome with the app.blade.php, because I want to name this something is app.blade.php, right? Otherwise there is no issue, you can add the welcome too. Okay, and here I'm going to remove everything, right? And then I'm going to say that add the basic stuff, Vue.js with Laravel, and then here I'm going to, in the body tag, I'm going to add my app, right? I added this ID here, and I'm calling this out here. So basically I'm mounting my Vue.js component with my this Laravel application, right? So that's why I initialize this app heading, and then we need to call our component something like this, right? Or we can call this something multi-tag, right? Opening tag and closing tag, something like this. So our view component will be rendered here, right? Okay, save this one, and nothing will be happened. Why? Because I changed welcome to app. So let's first fix this. So here just say that app, right? So this will show us a blank page, right? And yes, it's showing us blank page. So in whenever you are implementing the Vue.js logic, so you need to say that hey, just accept the anything whatever will be typed in the URL, except this anything, and then I'm adding the question mark to allow this, that if it's optional, sometime it will pause, sometime not. And then here you need to call where any equal dot static. So I'm mentioning this with the all. So whenever we will type something, so it will match this, right? Okay, so now I'm going to now give it a refresh. So still it wouldn't work, right? Why? Because we need to here in the app.blade we need to add the Vite files. Like I need to add this app.js file linked to this one, right? So here I'm going to add this Vite, right? This one is a Laravel blade template, so we can add enable this Vite directive, something like this. So here I'm going to mention this app.js path, so it's located in the resources. So just type this resources js slash it would be the app.js. So just give it a save and check this out here, give it a refresh, and it says that Vite a manifest not found. Why it's throwing this error? Because we need to compile our Vite files, right? So we are in the development, so I'm going to run this npm run dev. If our application is compiled, let me try this npm run dev. If our application is completed, so we can run this npm build and it will work without running this command. So we are running this live, and let's get refresh and Vue.js with Laravel, and let me give it a minute to load our first application. And yes, welcome to the Vue.js with Laravel. Our component is mounted here, right? If I go back here in my component Vue.js with Laravel 10 and give it a save, so it will be automatically loading this our web browser. And yes, Laravel 10 is here. So what we did in both videos, we created our application first, then we installed our installed Vue.js, and then we created our first component, and then we initialized our Vue.js app instances, right? And then we mounted our app.vue component, and after that we added our Vite directives, right? Here as I in the app.blade I added this one, right? And you can also add the CSS too for this one if you want to use this CSS. So this will compile them from here to the public directory. And then we added this here, made this if anything is, we will type this here, so it will be now make this with this static. So why I'm doing this? Because I'm going to use my Vue.js application, right? I want to add my Vue.js route to locate it here, not the Laravel route. So that's why I did this. So now I'm telling the Laravel that do not execute anything which is entering here, right? So in this full course, I'm not going to create any of the Laravel route. I'm going to create the Vue.js route to initialize our Vue.js component and then render their path. I'm going to basically create their routes. So this is the way how we can deal with the Vue.js and Laravel. So thank you so much for watching the video, and let's resume the next video where I'm going to show you that how you can continue your further stuff, that how you can create the further components and so on thing. So I'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.